Hello all you beautiful beings, it's Lima Beans here and welcome back to another video. As you can tell by the title, this video is going to be a bit more of an informative one, where I talk about me, my channel, and who I want to become from it. First off, I'm back! Woo! Kind of. I also never really left. For me at the moment, content creation has really been on and off, which makes a bit of sense considering I'm still in high school, grade 12, graduating this year. But I definitely want to get a set schedule together and put more time into my channel, which I'll talk about more later on. Secondly, the situation that I'm in, which I can't really talk about right now, is definitely affecting my mental health. Point blank, I'm just gonna be completely honest. My mental health is not great. So it's pretty bad actually. Yeah, it's really But I think that's what makes me such a humorous person. I get my humor from my trauma. I also play Minecraft, which I think says a lot, but that's another topic for another time. But even though I'm going through a bit of a rough spot, I will not let my mental health, no matter how bad it gets, ever make me quit with content creation, because I care too much about it. And I just don't ever plan on quitting, no matter how hard of a time I'm going through. I always come back to it in the end. No matter how much I feel like I want to quit sometimes, it's never something that I've actually fully given up on, which is something I do often, where I'll get really overwhelmed and stressed with something, and I'll, air quotes, give up, but I'll come back to it like a week later just because I care too much. Not too much, but just about doing well because it's something that I care about, So for me, no one will ever make me give up on this dream of mine, and I promise you in the end, I will make it work. But even though I'm very determined to grow my channel, my mental health is supposed to be more important than my channel, no matter how big or small it is. I'm trying to keep this in mind too, mainly because bigger YouTubers and just content creators in general often have talked about the many different ways numbers affect them throughout their careers. So I want to try and keep that in mind so it affects me less, or at least I know how to deal with it better. I also have to remember that while I want to put more of my time into YouTube and my other social media accounts, I do need to put time into my schoolwork and my actual job. My quote-unquote, my real job. With that being said though, this takes me to my second topic, which is balancing school, my job, and social media such as YouTube and Twitch and Twitter and all that fun stuff. Twitter. It's definitely difficult, but slowly and surely through trial and error, I'm managing to work something out and, actually get done for once. And I think that's partly what's contributing to a decline in my mental health, because it's definitely a new thing to balance, and it's a very different one too, for me at least, since I want to put more time and effort into content creation. But it's definitely a little more difficult to do so when you have to put all your energy into both school and your job too. And this brings me to my last topic, where I want to go and, who I want to become with content creation. Long term, I obviously want to do content creation full time, both on YouTube and Twitch, streaming and making videos. That's my dream. But it's important to make short-term goals as stepping stones to your final achievement. My short-term goals, which are ones I want to hit by July 1st, 2022, are 200 subscribers on YouTube and 200 followers on TikTok, along with 100 followers on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram. Right now I have 42 subscribers on TikTok, 118 followers. I fucked that up. I meant to say 42 subscribers on YouTube, 118 followers on TikTok, 12 followers on Twitch, 8 followers on Twitter, and 32 followers on Instagram. So that's where I am right now, and that's where I want to be by July 1st. So I've got something to look forward to and to work for, which is really exciting for some reason, and helping to keep me going. But with that being said, there is definitely a bit of more of a challenge for me, considering, here it is, woo, I'm a woman on the internet. And I'm pretty sure most people know this from the Twitch leaks. Out of 100 top paid Twitch streamers, 3 of them were women. And I want to change that. I will change that. And for me, it's both a big motivator and a huge disencouragement. On one hand, it makes new female streamers feel like they'll never reach that because of how male dominant it is. But on the other hand, for me at least, it's a huge motivator to help make more platforms, social media platforms especially, a more gender equal space, and to make it feel like a safer space for women or other groups like LGBT members, people of color, just anyone else that isn't a straight white male, you know, someone who just, you know, isn't your favorite white boy. You'll also hear it on the internet a lot. People will say support female streamers or to support, you know, insert group of people within content creation. And the funny thing is, if you want to actually see those groups thrive within the content creation industry, you have to, you know, actually support them. Crazy, I know, right? It's one thing to say you support female streamers and just to post links whenever the topic is brought up, but you have to, you know, actually watch them, you have to actually follow them, you have to actually support them, and not just when it's a hot topic or trendy. It needs to be the same consistent support you'd give male streamers, your favorite white boys. You know, believe it or not, they're not the only people on the internet. Because even though people on the internet say women have it easier, we don't. We never have. It's always been more difficult. But with people like you showing support to female creators, it doesn't have to be as difficult or scary for females to make their place on the internet, regardless of which sector of content creation they specialize in. Because at the end of the day, we're not doing it for male validation. Fuck men, you know. Not literally. I'm a minor. Anyways, we're doing it because we fucking want to. We want to have the same opportunities men are given, and we want to have fun doing the things we love. And the interesting thing is, growing up, I grew up with YouTube. I'm an 04. I grew up with YouTube. Most of us did. But for me, I remember seeing these people and going, wow, they're pretty cool. I want to do that. And for the longest time, until like a month ago, where I saw on Twitter, someone saying how they never, ever wanted to get into content creation and never wanted to do it as a job, and that it'd be the last thing they'd do. And before seeing that tweet, I thought, oh, so not everyone wants to do it? Because my thought process was, this is something I love, this is something I'm passionate about, so everyone's gonna think that too, right? There's gonna be huge competition, which there is, but I figured everyone and anyone who watches content creators is going to want to do that. That's not how it is, which, hey, I'm even more motivated now. I'm just saying, you know, subscribe, it's free, check that bell. But to sum everything up, mental health, bad. Stress levels, high. Clout levels, low, way too low. Determination, though, super fucking strong. So, if you'd like to support me, a female, alongside your favorite white boys, though, you can still support them, but hey, I'm here too, you know. You can always subscribe here and follow me on all my other platforms, which will be linked in the description. Anyways, though, I'll leave you guys with that. Subscribe and like, because why not? And I'll see all you beans in the next one. Peace.